Hello everyone, welcome to another episode around one of my favorite totem farming routes for beginners characters that are still in the progression without access to endgame gear and stuff. So I'm gonna use my oppressor, which is my current soul self-found playthrough. No crazy gear on him. We have some faction gear, easy target farmable stuff, casual level 35 relic. I'm not gonna go through the whole gear, but it's basically faction ring, guaranteed pattern mask from Forgotten Gods, guaranteed Bolvar pendant. This is a craft, very easy to get affixes. This is basically farm at the necropolis, easy drop. This is another craft, again easy to get affixes. I craft just 2 or 3. This is okay one. Faction boots, Wendigo glare, easy to farm when you have respected with Barrow home. Much easier to get gargoyle girdle, belt, whatever right now. And Solao sect leg guards and a Malmut defender armor. Easy to get gear, nothing crazy. But without much further ado, let's jump in. First stop is Staunton Mine. I do this part of the map. Usually totem spawns here, or somewhere here beneath the cave. Also, I like this side better than this side because comes with the crystals. This might be not look that much, but 5 crystals per run is actually maybe 50 per session, because usually I do 50 totems. Also always kills heroes. Sometimes most of the rare loot comes from them, not exactly from the totem. These are completely random totems, not so crazy spawns. Next step is for hills, Cronley's hideout. I just check if the totem is here, a little bit north from the shrine. This time bad luck is not here, so I'm gonna skip this step. Don't go to look for it, this is waste of time. Next totem is at Twin Falls. So it's a 3 potential spawn locations, this little square here, middle of the map here, and up here. Usually if you don't see it from the rift, then it's here at the farthest point. That's why your map has to be discovered, so you can see totems from afar. But usually first 2 spawn locations are pretty visible if you make 1 or 2 steps forward from the rift. And this one becomes visible when you approach this tile here. These totems, they spawn these big guys, so you have to focus them. The rest of the mobs are not so dangerous, but skeletal monstrosity, they are quite scary. Okay, that's a second legendary item. Next step is Broken Hills. We stay on the same map. This means efficiency and time save. This totem is a little bit complicated. It has multiple spawn locations. By memory, it spawns here, up here, here, next close to the... forgot the name of this boss. And can spawn down here as well, I think. But usually it's pretty visible. You just have to approach the actual tiles and you're gonna see it. Just discover your map. This is very important. If you have fog on the spawning locations, you're not gonna see it. Even if you approach the right tile. Map's supposed to be completely cleared from the this, for example, these fog tiles and stuff. Okay, this is actually pretty... This is very rare occasion, but this is pretty lucky drop. We got Earth Shattered Threads, Corba Furs, and Blueprint for Avenger Armor. And this is actually pretty good. Next stop is Asterkan Valley. This is the fourth totem. I try to net at least 5. So this can spawn here, a little bit here, or here, I'm not sure exactly where it was, but in this area, there's these two spawn locations pretty close to each other. And the last one is here, at the end of the road. All of them, if you can't see it, basically let me go back. If you can't see these two from the rift, then the totem is here, at the end of the road. This is how this is much easier to recognize where is the spawn locations just by teleport to the rift. I found this route the fastest. I tried several ones, but usually these routes can't be done for 50 totems per hour, sometimes 60. Depends on the class, but this is a tank, so it's a little bit slower. Okay, another lucky drop. Actually, this item that I need, this is Warborn Gavel. This is the mace for my set. Next step is basically Crown Hill. If I don't find a totem in Cronley's hideout, usually I use Crown Hill, because again it's close to the rift and it's very visible from the rift. As you can see, one spawning location is here. This is second best one. Next one spawned here next to the shrine, and the worst possible location is up here. It happens, very rare, but it spawns there as well. But yet again is a very fast route. I come here just if there is no totem in Cronley hideout. But even you can do a 6 totems when you found a totem in the hideout. It's not big deal. For me it's easier to do 5, so I can calculate them better at the end. Again, not a crazy totem. There is a reflector, but I have 66 reflect resistance. Very important on a physical builds. To not obliterate yourself. Another not bad drop. We have Hugo Hunger, Codex of Lies. And pretty much that's the route. Now let's check what we have after 50 totems. Just to see what you can expect. I'm not gonna count these items in my inventory, they are part of the 11th run. All that I did for the first 50 is here at the stash. So in total we have 130 epic items from a 50 totems, most of them useless. There are some okay one like Dreadmaker footpots, they are okay. Not endgame option, but still, if you don't have good boots, this can serve you well as a either old keeper, soldier, this type of builds. There is a this leg guards, they are also okay. We have Stonefather helm, this is a very good set, very cheap for a tank, especially old keeper tank. I plan to do basically one of the endgame blueprints. I plan to be a Stonefather oppressor, just as a cheap option. Of course, Eastern leg guards, this is best in slot for several builds. Highly recommend to keep these pants when you sew them. Leg plates of Valor, another good honorable mention, sorry. Chill main mantle, again, can be used in a several Trozan Skyshard builds because lighting to cold conversion. Stonefather armor, already I explained that, let me place them next to each other. Again, very good set. All the rest I believe is vendor. Never use them. Actually, shoulder guard of Perdition. Perdition set in general is very good. And also mythical and down guard gauntlets, also that set is very good. Let's see, next up. Here on a first place is a Stonefather bulwark. Let me move something to this, again part of the set. Very easy to get this set together. I think after 50 totems I miss just the, I believe the amulet. No, actually this one is with possess medal, I think. Stonefather mark is a medal. But anyways, I miss one piece. I'm pretty sure I have one duplicate somewhere in the stash. Next is Mythical Tempest Sigil. Amazing amulet for any basically druid, cold or lighting, doesn't matter. This is okay endgame option, gives you everything that you need. As you can see, I have another chill main, another Perdition shoulder guards, Gunslinger jacket, one of the top Gunslinger armors if you don't have set piece on that slot. Again, works amazing. Definitely keep piece or two of those. They are always needed, especially on a Pierce Paladin builds. All the rest I believe is completely trash. I never use any of these epics. Neither Corruptor set is good. Mostly vendor items. If you like to dismantle them, it's up to you. For me this is a vendor. Flesh Eater, actually I think we have one or two builds that use that. But maybe they are kinda pitier builds or something. None of the good builds play that. Next up with epic items is our last one. Here we have the Iga set. This is a very good set again. Keep that in mind. Keep that set. Every single piece. This is an amazing cheap set, just 3 piece. If you want to be a acid poison retaliation build, especially a cheap one, not some endgame crazy stuff. Next very good one is a Infector Shade. This is an amazing armor because convert acid to vitality. It's a very good armor if you play either Drix Evil Eye as a vitality or Ravenous Earth as a vitality. Several endgame builds use that. Again, down guard, we already mention that. Vile scorn graves, okay to keep them as well. Sometimes they are useful. All the rest I think is completely junk. And the best part, let's move on to the legendary items from 50 totems. First, this is a very common weapon in my opinion. This is Chaos Eye of Reckoning type of weapon. This is Wrath of Tenebris, got 2. Pain of the Winter King, just 1. We got Mythical Soul Lance, Ultus Stormseeker, very good set for a Primal Strike Elementalist or Warder. This is a single mastery set, so you can improvise with it. Nocturne, this is exclusive weapon. I don't remember which totems exactly drop this, but I believe is the undead ones. So we got luck with that. Another Soul Lance, Mythical Agony, Crypt Stalker, again pretty common drops. Part of the Black Flame set, Mythical Contagion, never used that. Here we have Bismio Authority, Mythical Wheel of the Blade, very good find, and Mythical Glyph of the Storm Witch, another very good find. Belts, Stronghold Wasteguard, always good to have set. Court of Deception, honestly I never use this belt, probably there is a build that use it. One of my favorite shoulder guards in the game, Blood Fury's Polders. This is a very good on a Bleeding Trickster, amazing, proc is amazing. Really good shoulder guards. Another very good one, Venom Tongue Mantle. Gale Wind, not the best boots in the game. Go Reach, always good to have go set if you want toxic pets. Pretty common drop, Touch of the Ever Living Grove, you can find like tons of it. Another common drop, Overlord Iron Grip, you're gonna find a lot of them as well. Voidrend Talons, this is basically a very good gloves if you play Chaos Cadence. Vestment of Severed Fate, again best in slot in most Doombolt setups, in most Chaos Albrecht Ether Ray setups. This armor is very used, very powerful as well. Comes with a very powerful aura, so keep that in mind. Divine Steel Halberg, it is okay item. No damage properties, is a full tank item, can be used I think in a few builds. Fate Weaver Leggings, this is used back in the days, now it's not so much, but still some arcanists use that. And Rim Tongue is a very good set, always use that. Next up is basically items that I found along the way, not from the totem itself. This is from random kills. First, Stormcage Leg Guards, amazing pants, used in several retaliation builds. Codex of Violent Rifts, again very good offhand for a Chaos Doombolt. Crimson Claws, this is again I think best in slot for a Savagery Warder setups, because comes with Savagery, Feral Hunger. Harbinger of Eternal Suffering, okay set if you want to play some fancy occultist stuff. Never tried this set. Another Cryptstalker, and rest is again just random epic items. Mythical Soul Trousers is basically highlight here. Always nice to have if you want to play this kind of funny builds that use Easter egg items. But pretty much that's it from 50 totems. Route is very easy, highly recommend that if you are fresh 90, fresh 94. And if you have a little bit more optimized gear, you can't step in Shattered Realm, but this route can offer to you a lot of blueprints. I managed to find all the blueprints for the seals. All of this comes from this run. Also the special ones. I managed to find several good sets like Avenger. I found this. I found Solar Helm as well, which is again Bone Monger as well. Again, I believe I found Cyclone set, yeah. This one as well. So totems are very good source of items and blueprints if you are not strong enough to step into Shattered Realm on Crucible. So keep that in mind. Thank you everyone for watching. See you in the next one.